That's probably a smart idea, yeah.
Where did I put? Oh, I'm looking for it and I forget to click the literal podcast topics channel. Okay.
Okay.
The Fearless Gear of Shadow podcast.
Yeah, I feel like they should release.
Shadow Generations is the first topic. Oh boy.
Yes, the Shadow X Sonic is the first topic. Yes.
Kingdom Valley is my life as well.
We have asked the other special. We literally talked about this yesterday, so.
Yeah. I know exactly why they named it that, and I can't wait to give my opinion.
Isn't it similar to why Disney released a film called Frozen to cover up search results?
Yeah, exactly. Sega has definitely done it so that when you type in Sonic X Shadow, it now comes up with the game and not the nasty stuff.
It does make sense.
Yeah. Wait, have we started?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess technically.
Okay. Are we gonna? I was just like, no introductions here. Let's go straight into the.
We'll go straight to the introductions. Everyone mute.
No,
yeah, everyone mute.
Okay.
All right. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of the Sonic Synergy podcast. This one is all about the Edgy Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog himself. If any of you want to say hi, or Velocity, if you want to introduce yourself, feel free to.
Ow, the edge! Hi, I'm Velocity. I just thought that would be a great way to start this.
Yeah, it was. If the rest of you two want to just...
I know, yeah.
I mean, everyone knows me at this point. I've been in like the last 2 episodes. I'm still here. Hello, it's Pancake.
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, yeah, and stop motion. That's something I do. Woo.
Wow, okay.
Not very good at introductions.
Wes, if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm fixing the microphone.
No.
Damn. My name is Lee, or with soda, or also for ultimate life form. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Mr. West Soda.
Buy his video game on Xbox 360. Shadow the Hedgehog 2 coming out this year.
Woo.
I have a Shadow the Hedgehog copy in good condition for the original Xbox. Don't ask me why I had to mention that.
So I have a copy of that game.
Lollipop.
Well, I think, we should start topics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So,
Porn.
Shadow Generations.
What? Yeah. Well, it's a remake.
They have... No, okay, before we go into it's a remake territory. Yes, it's a remake of a game that came out a decade ago. Also, just what we said before we did the introductions, they've done it to cover up the Sonic X Shadow fans, like, on Google and stuff.
Yeah, that's definitely...
I mean...
That is why they've done it. There is no other reason. Like, I get that it's Japanese and you just say Sonic Shadow Generations. But Sega have definitely
It could have been Shadow and like Sonic, you know?
Exactly, if they'd done it any other way. It's like they didn't have to put Sonic X Shadow. It's like they know what they've done there. They've covered up a whole Wattpad section. DeviantArt's gone mad.
Yeah, it's because that is just so provocative to the point where it has to be intentional. It can't not be.
Exactly, and they even made sure to bump classic Sonic out of all the frickin' promotional art for it.
Yeah.
He's like barely in it, so that there's no minors involved.
Me and Wes know this best. They always do the classic character study every time.
Dude, they've been using classic Sonic for about 10 years as just propaganda to get you involved again. That's all they've been doing with classic Sonic.
Man, where's my Sonic Triple Trouble stage, Where's my Heavy King, Heavy Gunner boss fight?
But realistically, was there any need to bring Generations classic Sonic back in Forces?
No.
Oh,
No.
no.
Exactly. He was used as nostalgia bait. It wasn't even an anniversary project. The anniversary was the year before.
Hold on. The same literally can be said with Silver in that game. And like
Silver's
half of it.
there. Silver is there because he is a character that is set up there. They retcon Sonic, classic Sonic, into being it from a different dimension, not from a different time in Forces.
I mean,
It just
retconned it again recently to being a past version of Sonic. What's your point?
Yeah, but now Tails Tube
But
have
yeah.
retcon the retcon, which Sonic the
Yeah.
Hedgehog always like.
Like, Tails look
Sonic the
crazy
Hedgehog.
now because
Yeah, because Sega can never make up their minds on what they want to and what they don't want to get retconned.
yeah.
I
So
mean,
basically,
Sonic
what we're saying, Sega, is use classic characters more, just not in modern games.
Yeah, give me another game like Superstars.
Yeah, Superstars, Mania, fuck any of them.
I gotta expose Velocity here. He has not played Superstars.
I have played parts of Superstars actually, so
I
You
haven't
own a
beaten
copy of
Superstars yet.
Superstars.
no, I have played through
You know
half of the
what I-
game on someone else's console.
Exactly. Point driven.
I
You're
have
pro
played the
Joe.
game though.
Guys, I actually got a good thing about. Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but so it does. I get it's like Sonic and Shadow X Generations, and I want to focus on the Shadow parts. But why not add like content into the Sonic part, man? Like, I know you got to hire another voice actor, but you know, original generation, they were apparently going to get Leo White back as classic Sonic, man. Get him for this, you know.
I mean, the thing that my only hope with this new installment to the series, right, is that they like somewhat make Generations more enjoyable in terms of story.
Make
Like,
Generations great again.
the only problem with
Yeah.
Generations was that story and like characters were absolutely terrible. They were all NPCs. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
So-
no, the
And there was
characters outside of Sonic and Tails were terrible, yes, but the story was decent, just executed poorly.
Somewhat true, but also Tails was still kind of an NPC.
Well, that's because
I
Tails
hope
has been an NPC since SA2.
I do really hope though they
Okay.
give us a reason for why Shadow fought Sonic in Generations, especially with the X Shadow.
Do you reckon they'll have in Shadow's part of the game a boss fight where you play as Shadow on that level instead of Sonic?
They easily could, and that was
That's
pretty.
like the easiest switch they could do, and that's like such an easy palette swap that people would like.
There a level where you play on the scene right before that fight happens in SA2 in the trailer for Shadow?
Yes.
Sure.
I'm more
Well,
excited about Black Doom finally coming back. You know, it's been ages.
So
Do you-
speaking
Shadow the
of
Hedgehog
things that are
will be
coming back from Shadow the Hedgehog, can you believe that it has been since the last time we saw? So it's been almost 20 years since Super Shadow was last used. It's been 18 years since we last saw a canonical appearance of Super Shadow.
Oh, that's true. In case anyone on the podcast doesn't know what we're talking about, didn't like.
The last time was in Sonic 06 that it canonically appeared.
AKA, you know, some of the worst appearances of super characters.
Don't even. Okay.
I mean, let's be real. Would you take IDW Super Silver or would you take 06 Super Silver appearance?
No, I take IDW Super Silver, but 06 is for the awesome moment of, oh my god, they're all super. What? It's hype.
Nah, it isn't the same.
It's
not
hype.
the same. Okay,
I can't
so you're
believe
telling me, was that more hype than Super Neo?
Yes!
Nah, bro.
I
it's-
gotta agree with Velocity there.
It's
No, I don't
the
agree.
three hedgehogs going super against pure Solaris is the hypest thing to happen in like ages for Sonic.
And the
No.
soundtrack for that fight as well.
It's such hype. You are just being salty because you don't want to agree that 06 has decent parts because you're such a hater.
You
Anyway,
know what?
Whoa. Now
this
you're
is not
shoving
an
words
06
in.
this is not an 06 episode.
Speaking about 06, do you think Nephilis will be a boss fight after you play
No.
Kingdom Valley in
I
Shadow?
really I wish, but no.
Yeah.
yeah.
Even Rusty agrees here. It's just not happening.
I'm the biggest Mephiles beta, and even I say, nah, it ain't gonna happen.
I think Sega is just way too stingy for something like this to actually happen. So.
Then again, they could be bringing back Mephiles or Infinite, because Jax and every Master Toy partner is usually told to do characters that are relevant at the time. And considering they just brought out Mephiles, he may have a small cameo in the game.
Does that mean Neo Metal Sonic confirmed Sonic for Shadow Generations?
Oh no, that's just to make Pancake shut up. They did that because he won't stop whining for the last 20 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyone and their right mother would know I wanted a Neo figure for the longest time, and we finally got one released. So
Yeah.
I don't actually live that far from when. Okay.
Whoa, and he's back.
Okay.
Oh my god. I don't actually live that far from when Neo was found. Like, I probably live about 20 minutes away. I'm tempted to see if they have any more.
You
I don't
definitely
think
should.
so. I think you should. No, you should check, but I don't think there'll be any left.
Oh, yeah.
No, they'll all be gone by now, but like.
I'll probably
maybe
call
it's
ahead.
We'll have a
I'll
re-release,
probably
you know.
call ahead.
Well, that re-release.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that Rouge and Silver re-release of what I'm going for.
I'm kind of hyped for that classic Sonic.
That's the only one that I don't really care for, because it's another classic Sonic variant when we already have enough.
Fourth time's the charm.
Fourth time's the charm. Maybe they will not mess up one section this time.
I
Hopefully.
just don't really collect 4-inch classic figures unless they're like Egg Robo.
I agree. Oh, I agree with that completely.
I was quite excited when we got the announcement of that free pack that will never be seen in England.
Oh yeah, I think we only one 3-pack, and that's the Mecha Classic Sonic and Dr.
Yeah,
Robotnik.
that's the only free pack we've ever had.
I think we're getting a bit sidetracked. This is a Shadow podcast.
Yep, well, more things to talk about. Anyway, yeah, back to Shadow.
Yeah, back to the Armor Life form. I'm getting sidetracked here, but random topic alert. What's your favourite piece of Shadow merch? You don't have to own it to say it's your favourite, but preferably, yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Have you seen the SA2 Sonic and Shadow cover art statue from Fast Four Figures?
Yeah.
That is with the light up red and blue segments on it. It's so good.
I like the Shadow Duck. I think that's peak as hell. I do like the Nox Shadow merch like so. If I just took the shadow it came with off and I just put it with my Jack Shadow and it scales so perfectly. It's like the perfect scaling motorcycle for Jax. So
I would say my favorite piece of Shadow merch is probably the Sonic Adventure 2 Sega Japan Shadow Club.
Yeah.
Right now.
West is dying. West, your mic.
My mic? Yeah, it's a
Yeah, the order was. Woo!
West, I'm gonna mute you for a minute just so you can throw out your mic in the meantime. Sorry, buddy.
Do you know what? Just a good piece of Shadow merchandise that never came out but should have. Have you ever seen the prototype for the two prototypes here? The prototype Tomy 3-inch Shadow figure.
Oh.
I have.
It looks really good, considering Tomy always made really good looking sculpts. And also for articulation purposes, the cancelled 5-inch Shadow from Jazzwares looks immaculate.
I suppose so. Let me unmute
Cancel. Jazzwares stuff.
Have you never seen them?
I knew there was some cancelled stuff, like the Metal Sonic 3.0 and the roots of that figure, but
there is so much that you're missing out on there.
I'm not sure if I'm imagining this. Wasn't they gonna make like an Ultimate figure similarly to what Tomy did later on?
Yes.
Oh, so it wasn't a hoax.
I think so. I'm pretty sure. Here's one that most people know: the classic Sonic plush that could turn into super classic Sonic.
Oh, yeah. I have seen that one actually.
Yeah, they were also working on a Rouge comic pack with Shadow.
What comic would it come with? Oh, probably a
Cannot.
Archie.
Yeah, it would have been an Archie comic, but I could not tell you what issue.
I presume it would have been one of the Shadowfall ones.
Probably.
Very
But
likely.
they had so much in the boot ready to like zoom out. But then they just decided to drop it and give it to Tomy, which was like, yeah, boom.
Well, I think we should move on to the topic.
Yes, what's
We'll be
next?
back now. Uh,
Okay, is it working?
let me introduce. Oh, yeah, and actually, Wes, what is your favorite piece of Shadow merch?
Favorite piece of Shadow merch? That's a good question. Ooh. Let me, I forget what it was called. Let me,
His Glock 19
yeah.
from Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I think I was gonna say the Shadow backpack. The one with like the plushie, like the GE plushie, but big. It's like a backpack.
The big plushie with the straps on the back.
Yeah, and you know why? Because I can put my AK-47 in there.
Yes, and you can go to, and you can go. Nope, can't make that joke.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can't make that joke on YouTube.
I mean, you can. I just have to cut it out.
I'm not going to make it because I don't want to put too much in. I don't want to make you work
Oh,
too
wait.
hard.
Hear me out.
Okay, well,
don't make
I
the
think we
joke,
should.
but insert just instead of him saying the joke, put him like a Shadow Hedgehog sound effect, a Shadow saying "damn."
Yeah, that's the joke. Yeah, okay.
We should move on to the Sonic movie 3, I think, as a topic.
Yes, we should.
Did you see the leaked images for the figures?
Yeah, that's a great thing to talk about, actually.
Yeah,
I don't know about
I
it.
mean,
I'm
I
not
don't
very
know
excited.
I don't know how to feel about them.
Is the back displaying other big, like 13-inch
No.
talking figures, or is it
5 inch.
displaying
They're the
the
5 inches.
5 inch. They're
They're the
13
5
centimeters.
inches.
I think they won't look that bad, but like I would have preferred 4-inch figures because then
I mean,
Then they
have
would
you
scale
seen
with the
Shadow
already
Sleep,
movie
bro?
figures.
I just would have needed to buy a Shadow or maybe a Rouge Remy, but that's a topic for another day.
Yeah, we can get into that afterwards.
Right, hear me out. I'm not gonna complain about it because the first wave does have Eggman, which means if you had the previous 4-inch figures, you could have an Eggman that scales to start with, in case you cared. Secondly,
I can have a bigger Jim Carrey!
Dude, and your Jim Carrey talks too, so
there is likely going to be a second wave with like extra characters, seeing as
I'd hope so. Yeah, I was going to say we've got no Knuckles in the first wave.
It's Sonic, Shadow, Tails, and
Eggman.
Did you see how like a 2-pack got it was a 2.5-inch pack, and it said Brass Knuckles? Do you think?
I think that might be. I think that might be what they're calling the power up from the Knuckles TV show.
I was going to say, do you think it might be him with like his SA2 upgrades he gets?
Oh, that's an even better shout.
That would be awesome, but I don't think Hollywood's going to do that, sadly.
Yeah.
There is a chance to have upgrades. It's Sonic movie. You can't really outdo anything in terms of thought because anything is possible.
If they don't reference the soap shoes, there's going to be riots in the streets.
I mean, wasn't there? I think there was like a foreign Sonic movie account for like another country posted movie Sonic's to-do list, and one of them said, buy a new pair of shoes.
Standing ovation.
That
oh my god.
My problem with that is the 5-inch figure showcases the other shoes, the Puma shoes.
No, you can't see his legs. The back of the box is the 13-inch talking one.
But wouldn't they give soap shoes to the big figure? Wouldn't it be a bit weird if they gave it to one and not the other?
Maybe he'll be in wave 2.
Unless
I'll
he gets.
recheck the post, but I'm pretty sure it was basic shoes on the actual like unfinished
Yeah,
figure.
it definitely was. If it was soap shoes, I would have heard. We would have heard more about
Yeah,
it.
no, on
Like,
the big talking figure, it is the normal shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because of
You're
that,
gonna
I
have
just don't
Sonic.
think it's gonna have soap shoes.
It might have
There
a
is always a
reference to
chance.
them.
Perhaps this is just like a prototype figure and they reused a mold, but until we see actual figures or the movie, I'm just going to assume there will be no soap shoes.
to be
Hopefully,
fair,
the trailer comes out soon.
Shadow
It's not come out at
Sonic's
the end
gonna be
of the month.
wearing Crocs.
I've got to give credit to Paramount here. They have kept this film under ridiculous wraps. Like, there's been barely any leaks. It is quite impressive from them. So
The fact
we don't know if they're going to take like a little inspiration from the game or if they're going to go like balls to the walls and use the entire thing. We don't know what they're going to do with it.
we're getting Live and Learn is
Yeah. But like, is it going to be 3 seconds of Live and Learn, a reference to Live and Learn, or is it going to be like the whole song
It's
in
probably
the
going to be a
final?
cover. It's probably going to be a cover.
it's going to be.
I
Oh no,
think
yeah,
that's
it's definitely going to be a cover because Crush
Then got
40 have said that they're not coming on for the
Dogma.
film, but I reckon it's going to play over the final fight.
I don't want a
No,
cover. I would
you're
much
wrong.
prefer like an orchestral version of it and it's instrumental than a cover.
That's true.
Well,
It will
listen,
probably end up being like a rock cover, like a rock pop cover.
listen, hear me out. It's gonna be Shadow's ringtone, just like how Green Hill was like Tom's in the first movie.
Yeah, yeah. We're just going to
Yeah,
hear Dr. Eggman pick up the phone to friggin' Live and Learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Oh,
Have you
fucking
seen that thing where it's like that person and it's the first like 3 seconds of Live and Learn and then it morphs into holding out for a hero?
you know what? I can understand that. That would play quite well.
How annoyed would you be if that happened?
I'd probably end up killing someone at Paramount.
I would.
I'd go in Shadow style, like classic Sonic in Superstars.
Great Shadow podcast. Put out Sonic Movie 3, but we haven't mentioned him or his characterization once. So, yeah, probably should start talking about that.
yeah, very much so.
For one, great transition.
Well, I think if Velocity is lost for words, it's saying something. But currently, I think his characterization isn't the greatest in terms of Sonic in most recent times. His IDW characterization is a bit lacking, and in games, he's a bit, boring.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I more meant, like, how do you think his characterization will be in the film?
In the film.
Wait, sorry. Before we move on to that, just to go along with what Pancake's saying, can we all agree that Shadow the Hedgehog hasn't been a compelling character since 2006?
Yes.
I can talk about that in a later segment, but we can just go on that right now.
Shadow hasn't really been the same since that point, but yeah.
Something in 06 happened to him, and now he's just mentally done.
I mean,
What
Prime
happened
Shadow was a bit,
was-
a bit of a breath of fresh air considering the rest of the characters.
Semi-hot.
It's still not the greatest.
I do agree, but I think apart from the whole metal virus situation, I feel like IDW has treated Shadow pretty well.
Oh, I can't stand IDW Shadow.
No, I don't agree.
He
Perhaps
gets on my nerves.
the only thing I can agree with maybe is that one Chow scene where he just frees the Chows.
It's because of
I feel
Sega's. Sorry, go on.
Imperial City, that arc was good though. The Imperial City arc.
Honestly, can I say something about IDW real quick?
Just alright.
Sorry for interrupting, but I feel like I feel like Shadow and IDW specifically. I feel like Evan Stanley again with that chassis. I feel like Evan Stanley like sort of understands how Shadow is written, but I feel like some of the other writers more. See, I feel like in IDW it comes from, and again, I do like Flynn's writing, But I feel like the reason he gets so many notes on Shadow isn't necessarily because Sega is very strict on the character, but I think it's because he doesn't know how to specifically write a version of Shadow Sega wants, if that makes
No,
any
no,
sense.
I do believe that it is Sega's fault because have you guys seen what Sega's unlawfully bad rules for Shadow are?
No. What are they?
Sega has said Shadow is not allowed to have friends, so Team Dark isn't canon anymore past Heroes. Shadow is not allowed to be the villain, but he's not allowed to be a straight up hero. He has to have like some kind of conflict with Sonic. It's so weird, and I don't think this is because of Ian Flynn's writing, because we've seen Ian Flynn write Shadow good in the later stages of Archie.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's like that's Archie, and I feel like, and again, there was a lot of different rules they could do, different time.
I can understand where you're coming from, though.
Yeah,
Me
and
personally,
I'm
believe
not saying necessarily I think Shadow's characterization is good, but I think it's kind of like conflicting with, again, Sega saying we want Shadow this way. Flynn's like, nah, that's not the Shadow I know. So I feel like it's a mix of, again, like Sega's weird rules, but then also, again, not being able to like go into Sega's weird rules, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's not entirely the case. Flynn has been also at one point kind of just said if he doesn't like the way Shadow is written, or not Shadow, if he doesn't like the way a character is written, he will try to fix it, right? It's
yeah,
not entirely Flynn's fault. He
yeah.
did do the same thing with Fiona Fox when Archie retconned her to be a bit more like evil, right? Or whatever. Flynn did just straight up pull a 180 because if he couldn't write Fiona the way he wanted, he was going to write her pretty badly. And that's kind of the way Flynn rolls with characters. If he can't put his energy into it, he will make them pretty bad.
Yeah. I
So I
honestly
don't
agree
argue
with
with
that.
it's biggest fault because even if Flynn, did want to write Shadow the way he wanted to, Sega themselves restrict the way he would want Shadow to be written.
Exactly. So what we're saying is, let's all go and flip Sega the Bard.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
So where are we getting the waves from?
Can we agree that in Sonic Movie 3, Shadow has to we have to hear a version of a song from Shadow the Hedgehog play in the background at least once, or someone has to say "All Hail Shadow."
Maybe, but I think somebody asked the singer of Crush 40 if I Am All of Me was going to be in the film, and he confirmed that it wouldn't be. But I could see them making they could make a reference to it. Sonic could say like, "Who are you?" and Shadow's like, "I am all of them."
No, you
I
could just
doubt-
have like when Shadow in SA2 when Shadow, because if they are taking that much inspiration from SA2, like we were saying before, if Shadow falls from like the Bio Lizard or whatever the hell it's going to be this time, like after like dying, from using Super Shadow, which once again, Super Shadow going to be in Sonic Movie 3? The McDonald's kind of fake. I'm not sure if it's fake or real leak.
I
Showed
think it's worth
it.
I
because
think it's
Paramount
actually
copyright striked.
sorry for interrupting. All the merch leaks we've had so far regarding the movie have all been pretty consistent and all pretty believable. So I wouldn't doubt merch if it comes from sources that are believed. I
True.
think the McDonald's source is, believable enough, right?
Yeah. Well, then in that case,
Again,
sorry, before you go on, Pancake, just so I could get this point out of my head quickly. In that case, Super Shadow, yes, in the film, does the SA2 fall scene, you have a monologue play over it where Shadow just says something like he's accepted the fact that I am all of me.
You're just desperate for that reference, aren't you?
No, I'm desperate for the All Hail Shadow reference.
Got it. You're still desperate for some sort of reference.
I'm just because it's Shadow. I want him to. I want someone to run into him and go, "Ow, the edge at the best."
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That would just, yeah, it'll be funny.
Wanted to make a point, but then realized he couldn't, so he just didn't say anything.
You just get Sonic to run up to Shadow, and he just Shadow dodges, and Sonic hits the wall and just goes, "Ow, the edge."
I doubt that would happen, but you know.
You never know. They put Sonic in Sonic 1. You never freaking know.
Shadow's just in Robotnik's base, and he just slams his shin on the corner of a table.
You just go, "Ow, the edge."
Good times.
TikTok account, and that's where Sonic's gonna hear about him, and Sonic's gonna look at it and he's gonna be like, "Ow, the edge."
Oh, Sonic is
No,
the type of character
Tom and
in the
Maddie,
movies.
no, hear me out. Tom and Maddie are gonna see Shadow, and they think that's Sonic going through his emo phase.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, no. Sonic is the type of guy in the movies to go, "Do you actually shop at Hot Topic?"
Yes.
He
And-
would be, to be fair. He's comedy gold in the movies.
Do you reckon that they're going to do the thing of the military actually mistaking Shadow for Sonic? Because I can understand it in SA2 when looking at the concept art, but in the movie, it's like they don't even look the same from what we've seen for promos.
Personally-
It's like,
Sorry for interrupting, but personally, what I think they'll do is, like, the Gun don't want anyone to know that they had any involvement with Project Shadow, so they just go like, "Oh yeah, that's Sonic. Everyone, public, that is Sonic. This is not the Sonic we made. That's Sonic."
that's a better idea. I like that.
Just make the government corrupt.
Yeah. Let's not get into politics.
So, has everyone seen the new elections in the UK?
Oh, go away. No,
Yeah.
no more politics.
Yeah, I drew fan art of it.
You're just fan of it, what?
I'm a fan of it.
You sure? The UK election?
Yeah, not the UK election, the US election.
The UK elections are always better. We get stupid joke members like Arthur Pendragon and some guy dressed as Elmo.
Isn't it going to
Dude, that's
be?
freaking awesome because all the US these days is scared of this shit, you know.
It's Joe Bidette versus Donald Trump, and neither of them are going to win.
Yeah. We need Obama back. Take that, Obama.
Yeah, moving to the UK
There's
now.
a rule in the US that's like second turn, after second turns you're not allowed, right? So
Do you reckon we're going to get Jim Carrey's Robotnik pushing a button and going, "There goes Hawaii"?
please.
Oh
I need this now. I need Jim Carrey to tell me, "There goes Hawaii. The island is gone."
He does blow up an island in Sonic Adventure 2.
Exactly. That we
Yeah.
need that. We need him just dancing around going, "There goes Hawaii."
Oh my god, Sonic and Shadow, instead of having the fight they have at like Prison Island, it's gonna be them having a breakdance in Hawaii.
Oh my god. They're going to be breakdancing to Eminem's Houdini.
Yeah.
Now, save that for the Sonic Generations film.
No, wait, no, that breakdancing, that's where they're gonna put Live and Learn.
You just got Shadow breaking it down to Live and Learn. Yeah, you know what? They
When he
need
pulls out his gun.
Paramount needs to get us to write these bloody films.
Oh, definitely.
We'd be great at this. Just give us an unlimited budget, please, because we kind of need it.
Do you think Rouge? Well, actually, we're going to answer that. Do you think Big will make a cameo
Yes.
like he does in All Level? I'm talking like, I don't care if it's one frame. I want him to be in the film at some point.
I need a picture of Big in the back of a bar. Or
No,
someone
hear me out.
someone in the film has a cat named Big.
No,
Make it a
no,
purple cat, though.
even better. Even better, in the background, it's gonna be the Big and Froggy origin story. Because Froggy is clearly like a real frog, right? So in the background, we're gonna see how Big met Froggy.
Oh, I've just.
It turns out Big used to be a guy. He just fell into a vat of acid cats.
You know how that crazy guy, he drew Sonic in the films?
He's going to draw big.
Big.
Now, I was going to say,
No, that is big.
do you think we will see him draw a piece of Sonado fan art?
Please no.
Yes.
Please no.
Could Sega
No,
canonize it? They tried with Sonic X Shadow. Can we do it with Sonado?
Sonic
he's gonna
X Shadow,
draw.
Donado, I think we should move on to that topic.
No. How long before Sega try? How long until the movies try to do a fusion dance scene?
Never,
Okay,
probably.
that's in the next one.
They're gonna try and do a fusion dance like Dragon Ball just to reference Nazo Unleashed.
Speaking of what was I going to say? Oh, speaking of dancing, who do you think will floss in this film?
Oh no, Shadow.
No, I think you're wrong. I think it's gonna be Tails because they're gonna have a scene where Sonic is teaching Tails how to floss.
I would be fine if Shadow flosses if it's like in a flashback scene with Maria.
No, because that would make sense.
Yeah, because it wasn't created during that time.
The floss wasn't made till 2016.
They're gonna rewrite history.
Shadow created the floss.
Maria created the floss as the bullet hit her skull.
No, hear me out. What they're gonna do is in the sequel they're gonna show Silver, and he's
Or
gonna go back in time
Maria and,
and floss in front of Shadow.
dropping it down.
Silver is the reason the floss was created in 1963.
Yeah.
Silver goes back in time and teaches child Obama how to floss. My hero.
Classic Silver behavior.
Yeah, obviously. I'm a realist, but I'm also an optimist.
This is exactly why I'd watch Dragon Ball instead. Fuck this.
My guy.
Good
Shut up.
What about
Dragon Ball
Groot
speak
and
over
Amy?
it.
They're not going to show up. Unless it's at the end credit scene or some like epilogue scene if Sonic does go back to Green Hill.
Right.
They're not going to show up.
Please give me Metal Sonic in the fourth movie. I'm gonna kill myself
Oh,
about it.
You're not getting that,
you
Sonic.
know what I think they'll do?
Go on.
I got a bit of a prediction. You know how Eggman made Buzz Bombers on the Mushroom Planet because we don't see them in Sonic Movie 1?
Yeah.
No, he didn't make them on. They were built into the egg pod thing that comes down.
Just let me. I'm just gonna assume he made them on the Mushroom Planet for this theory.
Okay.
I think at the end of Sonic Movie 3, it will show like Eggman's corpse, but it will like reform in the shape of Neo Metal Sonic, and then it's revealed that the Eggman in this film has actually been Metal Sonic, and Eggman did actually die from that fall.
That would be a deep cut Heroes reference.
And that's how, and let's just assume that, I don't know, Metal Sonic had all of the files Eggman had built in him, and that's how Metal Sonic knew about Eggman's grandfather.
Can we just be realistic?
Oh my God.
Has anyone seen the Knuckles show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we just be realistic? They're setting up an 06 plotline.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
ashamed to say that I pirated the Knuckles show so I could watch it a day early.
I'm ashamed to say that I bought a Paramount account to watch it legally and actually quite enjoyed it.
I'm ashamed to say that I got one of my friends to pay for the account.
And Pancake just hasn't seen it.
I just haven't heard.
I quite like it.
It's the Knuckles show, bro. I just don't care.
Yeah, but there is some good stuff going on, like his new power up, which was barely explained, or the Solaris reference.
I would have look, yeah, they did the Solaris reference, but they immediately turned it into a Facebook marketplace, like ad.
They did, but it was still. Do you know what? For a massive 06 fanboy like myself, I still loved it.
I love that game too, but I would have loved it so much more if it was actually shown by the perspective of Knuckles.
No, not Wade.
Yeah, just
how do you guys feel if they replace the Leaf's kiss with Wade instead? With Wade and Knuckles.
Yes. Instead of Elise and Sonic, it's Wade and Knuckles kiss now.
What if they make it Tom and Maddie?
No.
Oh my god.
We're
No.
gonna get Super Donut Lord. He just shoots glazed donuts out his arsehole.
Oh my god,
Accurate.
no, I figured out what's gonna happen. It's gonna be the Sonic movie 3 credit scene. Alright, hear me out. It's gonna be Wade is at his job, and he's like tired of life. And he's like, oh man, I wish Knuckles was here. And Vector and Espio and Xiaomi roll up in their car, coming out of
Yes.
the ring, talking about how Mighty just died from cancer. Him and Red died from like cancer or something, and that's when they set up the Chaotix and Wade spin-off movie.
Oh, the
That's
Chaos
how they could have been
spin-off movie would be a dream.
Oh, I would watch
Yeah.
that.
We actually need some Chaotix like we need something to do with the Chaotix soon, Sega, because like
Right.
when was the last time they were utilized?
Can't you see the Chaotix in the background of the Sonic Movie 2 prequel comic?
Yeah.
Apparently, yes.
I think
I
yeah.
thought-
I haven't read it, but I've heard. I do know. I've seen what you're talking about on YouTube.
Instead of the chaotic spin-off, instead of Knuckles and Wade having to go to a bowling tournament, it's just them trying to get Mighty and Ray to hospital one time.
Knuckles Season 2, baby!
Oh my god, no, you know what actually could totally work? Because the Oishi adaptation of Knuckles Chaotix had it as a carnival, so you could have it where, because the Chaotix are so sad, they're going to a carnival on Earth just to kind of lament about the death.
Yes. I
And
reckon
if
if they do Knuckles Season 2, it has to be Chaotix, though.
True.
Like, you have Knuckles meet the Chaotix in Season 2, and that's like the next crux.
And then they find magical rings, and that's the plot point.
They gotta go sniff some shrooms.
Yes,
Maui
and
style.
that's when
Back
you
to
can bring in
Pumpkin Hill Knuckles.
And that's when you can bring in iconic character of Wes Weasley. You can bring him back, but not
Yes.
as a weasel, as a man.
He turns out to be Wade Whipple's cousin.
Yeah.
Wes Weasley, Wade Whipple's cousin.
The whole plot
Even
point,
better at bowling.
the whole plot point is the Chaotix going back in time to stop major crimes.
They're just the zone fighters.
We're
Yeah.
detectives. We want to go back in time, destroy reality, just to solve some crime.
We've got to go back in time to stop the first Thanksgiving. No one can free the slaves.
We gotta go back in time to make sure Wade never exists.
We've got to go back in time and stop cancer from being a thing to save Ray and Mighty.
We gotta go back in time to stop Wade from creating cancer.
Wade's great ancestor created cancer in a bottle.
This is
That-
peak level. This is peak.
And that's how Wade's grandfather makes Iblis.
Yes, Iblis is created from cancer. It's just Ray's dead corpse turns into Iblis, and then Mighty turns into Mephiles. They've got to fuse together at the end.
The Chaotix just go back to stop 9/11.
Nah. They're gonna go back to World War II and gas the cancer away.
It turns out Ray. The reason 9/11 happened was Ray was flying. Oh, we can't keep these jokes in.
Instead of it being a plane, just replace it with a massive Ray the Flying Squirrel.
He's just got people on his freaking back, just meow.
The Chaotix has to kill Rama.
Chat, I think we should discuss Sonato.
Oh
We've
yeah,
been putting it off for the longest time.
that's what we started as.
Yeah, then we somehow got here. Dude,
It's a perfect segue. We've been talking about Kurt's shit for like the longest time.
Yeah.
Okay, Yeah,
Tonight.
let's go into it then. Sonado.
Okay. Yeah. Disgusting.
Oh, I thought you were calling me disgusting then, Zach. I got really offended.
I'm referring
I-
to Nana.
I genuinely thought when I said Sonado, you just looked at me and went, "Shut up, disgusting."
I'm calling Sonado disgusting. That's what it is.
Okay, that makes more
So
sense.
you're also disgusting.
Yeah, no, you too, Pancake.
Why are we flying?
I don't know.
Alright, bro.
Untapped chemistry. Just like Sonado. No.
Please shut up.
Yeah, no. The only type of Sonado or anything like that I want to see is Shaddick.
Go
Was it
get
Oh
it.
my god.
Sega had the perfect chance to call it Shaddick Generations.
I saw a video the other day of, and this disgusted me. I saw a video of someone who chipped Shadream, which sounds about as cursed as you can think it is.
So this is either Shadow and Cream or Shadow and the Minecraft YouTuber Dream, and
Yeah.
both are bad.
It's Shadow and Cream.
How would much
Yeah.
Cream?
So let's just
Dude,
say
this
the
is-
animation
this
may have been
one-
more Shadow with
That's the episode where Vanilla pulls out a gun and kills Shadow.
I just. Why did we put Sonado as a topic?
because it's an interesting one.
No,
It's
it
not
isn't.
interesting though. It's disturbing.
Yeah, precisely. Anyone who ships it should be sent back to Germany in 1942.
Yeah, Pancake.
Kill yourself.
Of yourself.
Time to go make that joke that I was about to make at the start about Shadow backpack with a Glock.
When I went to the MCM Comic Con in London, where they had the Sonic voice actors, at the end they took one big picture, and on my phone I just put a massive image of Sonado, and I think I may have got it in the picture. I'm not sure if I did though, because I haven't checked the social where they posted it, but I think I may have.
Oh, that needs to be
Oh my
Canada.
god. Yeah, that's
This is
canon to
evil.
this
Why is
podcast.
that evil suddenly?
Look, they didn't answer my question, so I was like, you know what, you're getting Sonado.
You know what? You didn't answer my question. Let's put some Rule 34 in this shit.
That would be
Thank you.
confirming if Zach had. He's like a kid.
Zach just went Uno reverse bitches. Draw
Speaking of
4.
One time,
No.
this is totally beside the point, but one time I got a message on Discord, and it was a ton of photos, and I got sent a certain Sonic character with pedophilic-like images, and it was Cream, which is lovely.
Is it that one of
Yeah.
Tails sitting on the bench?
No, it was some
Oh,
guy
God.
who drew a bunch of Cream the Rabbit weird images, and when I say weird images, I mean sexually weird images.
Have you never seen the one of Tails sitting on the bench?
Quite frankly, I never want to see Cream the Rabbit or Tails again.
Good, but you will.
I think that's
Does anyone
removed from the series.
does anyone here know the Tails sitting on the bench?
No, and I'm worried that what you're trying to infer.
It's disgusting. It's not an infer. I'm not inferring anything. There is an image that gets sent around as a meme of Tails looking really pleased with himself on a park bench. It's a cropped image. Do not look for the full image. Oh my god.
I'm googling it.
Do
My
not look at
question
Tails on a
was-
bench. No.
My
Zach,
question
dangerous.
with the whole Zach, you're gonna go like prison. They're gonna arrest you if you do that.
It's
So my
dangerous.
question is, why do people like always do weird shit with like Tails and Cream when Vector the crocodile is right there?
Vector is hung.
Vector and Vanilla is right there, dude.
Vector is daddy.
Yeah, that's accurate.
If Vector drove up in a white van to me and went, "Hey kid, get in the back of the van," I'd go, "Yes."
Yes.
I'd say, "Yes, big leather crocodile man. I will go anywhere with you."
in the back you see Mighty's dead corpse, and he's like, "So, do you want to be the fifth member of Chaotix?"
You just hear Vector go, "Don't get too close, it's got cancer particles."
It's just
You touch it and instantly get hit with the chaos control back to 1942 Germany.
Oh my god!
Have you found it, Zach?
What? Who and why drew this?
why'd you search for it?
Zach, you're getting arrested.
Yep, you've just got yourself on a list there, Zach, by searching that up.
I'm gonna.
Zach, there's a knock on your door.
Yeah,
Open
someone's
up.
knocking at the door.
Oh,
Someone's ringing the bell.
leaked. I've sent that in a TechSac one, and the Jack's figure got leaked.
2 babies and 1 fox. That's what I'm talking about. That's the thing.
No, I'm jumping off a bridge. See you guys.
That's the comic.
Oh,
Why did Cream have toes, and why does she only have 4?
See, I heard about this on a different thing. I genuinely cannot remember what it was. I was watching it and they brought up it, I think it was one of those. Have you ever seen Bulbasquattle's 100 Useless Sonic Facts videos?
Yeah, the pig.
I'm pretty sure he brings that up in one of them. I'm pretty sure that's where it was one of those videos type things.
For the sake of everyone's sanity, I deleted that image. You better
Yeah.
not resend it.
Thank you.
thank God.
You know what? I'm just gonna send that to Sean.
Isn't he like a fanboy now or something?
Yeah, maybe we'll like it.
I bet he's already read it.
Nah.
I bet he's already read it. He's got it downloaded on his phone. He's like, "Whoa, how did you find this?" New material, my guy.
Who the fuck already read it?
No, you should say I've read your search history and send that image.
You know what? This may get this episode like demonetized or something. I'm putting the image up.
Oh no, you can't do that.
I'm putting the image up.
We're gonna have to explain it to Sonic.
Do not do it. Do not do it.
You're gonna have to blur out the toes.
I'll blur out the whole thing.
Yeah,
And then
put a
I'll
blurred
just blur
version of the image up. Just put
And
the
then I'll-
title.
Yeah.
Just like a
To
PNG
be fair,
thing.
it's
Just
not.
like
It's
playing
not
that.
as bad as It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
We're all going to hell.
Yeah, for seeing that image. Me specifically for making Zach look for. I didn't make him look for it though. I said don't look for it.
Exactly.
You got my curiosity.
Heck, bro, why did you do this to us?
Yeah, that's kind of my fault. I apologize, guys. I'll go
I
tell.
got my-
I'll go meet Doomsday.
Man,
I got curiosity.
I'm already going to hell.
Zach, you've got us all. We're all goners.
So
Oh.
Sean, though.
I'm a homosexual.
That's just going to be my new reaction
man.
image.
That's just gonna be my new profile picture, is what I thought Zach was gonna say.
No, my new
Oh
reaction.
God.
You'll see Sean's profile picture change in about 10 minutes to the picture of Tails on the bench.
Let me just send a nice image of Tails in now. This was pretty much my reaction when I saw it.
Tails be like, Sonic, pull your pants up. Tails is like, Sonic, pull your pants up, we're in public.
Have you seen that thing where it's Tails questioning what Sonic's doing on his computer?
Yes.
It's just that, but he has that comic on it.
Yeah. That. Sonic's the type of guy to read that with no context to see if Tails will look over.
He probably
Anyway.
will.
We're all
Okay,
going to hell.
Anyways, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Wow, you stated the name of a character, Zach. Can we get a round of applause, guys?
Yeah. Hold on, wait.
Hold up, no, I've got the soundboard. Hold up.
Yeah, get the soundboard up.
Can we get a round of applause for Zach? Fuck.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to move on to a more pleasant topic. What like year of blank would you want to see next? Like I'm
Silver.
talking like
Metal Sonic, please.
Silver.
hypothetically, like 2026, Sonic Movie 4 is coming out, and they do something like the courageous year of Silver with like Sonic X
Yes.
Silver Unleashed.
Yes. No, if they're going to do anything, we need 06 again. We need Silver the Hedgehog, and it's just a remake of 06.
It's just a story from 06.
It's just his story. No, it would just be the ultimate 06 collection, like how we got the remaster of Colors. We need 06 Ultimate, and it would be like, but it would come out in the year of Silver, and we'd get that, the Sonic movie 4, and I don't know, a Netflix show that's about Silver or something. I don't know. Sonic Prime Season 4, Silver the Hedgehog, baby.
Release a Sonic 06 Ultimate, but don't change anything.
Yeah, don't change anything. Make it the exact same game, same bugs, same everything. Just update the graphics.
The new generation has to suffer with this game as well.
Yeah, we have to make it accessible for everyone, since the only console it can be played, the oldest console it can be played on now is 360, Xbox, and PS3.
Relatable.
Also, I've played all of 06, and yes, I have done my best to beat it. That boss fight is too cracked.
100% it, coward.
It's just the boss fight at the end is too cracked. I can't be bothered with it. I got like,
What?
it's too much for me.
Are you talking about Solaris? Or like
Solaris, it's just, I can't be bothered.
you telling me you suffered through the entirety of 06, but you're not gonna do the final fight?
No, for the sole reason of if I do that, I'm going to want to 100% complete it.
You should get S ranks in every level.
No, because that silver boss fight with Sonic is actually going to be the death of me, and I will tie the rope. If I ever have to do that boss fight again, I will tie the rope myself and write a note to Sega. This video is getting demonetized.
Yeah, but I'm just not gonna cut anything out. It's all staying in.
Oh yes, I should have made the Shadow the Hedgehog joke.
Oh god, it's not too late.
Schools go!
Shadow is literally the quiet kid.
Shadow became the quiet kid after sitting in a test tube for 50 years and seeing his best friend get shot down by a bunch of middle-aged men.
That sounds
in
wrong.
space. Can we just say that? So Shadow watches his best friend get shot and then lives for 50 years in a frozen capsule. He lives inside of a rock album.
Can't say you're wrong.
Like, if Shadow the Hedgehog's story was turned into anything, screw a movie. He's getting an album made about his life.
Getting stuck in a capsule for 20,000 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah. New topic that I've just thought off the top of my head. What do you feel about the whole Dark Beginnings prequel animation we're getting?
I haven't heard. What's this? I'm behind.
So Sonic X Shadow Generate. I'll send an image of it in.
Go on. Let me see.
I need to go find it on my phone quickly. I found it. Okay, I just need to send it in.
That picture that you sent before, Zach, with like the Sonic movie one, the Rouge looks too cursed and the Amy's dress is screwed.
Yeah. It's the only fan art images I could find.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Yeah, this.
That looks cool. Is it done by the same guy who did the Knuckles one?
Animation.
That's gonna be good. Did you know he's the same guy who did the remade design for the Sonic movie?
Really?
Yeah, the guy who oversaw all the animation, like he was the head of animation or something. I'm pretty sure is the same guy who redesigned Sonic.
It's very soon. It's July 6th.
Oh damn, that's really soon. We've got to have like a podcast special where wait, am I away on July? No, I'm back for July 6th. We've got to have like a podcast special where we watch that on the podcast.
We should.
Yeah.
Like, let's all stay away from it until the next podcast episode that we're all in.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, it's on a Saturday as well.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
We gotta do it.
Is late July till mid-August, I will literally not be able to contact this place at all. I'll be on holiday.
Yeah, you know how this is my first podcast? Yeah, I'm going to have to miss next week's because I'll have no service either.
On the Saturday?
Yeah, I'm away from I'm camping from Thursday till Sunday evening.
Alright. So then I guess we don't watch that until the next one.
Yeah, well, it won't come out this week, so it'll be
Next week. I
the
think
next week.
Is it this time next week or 6 days from now? I think it's 6 days from
Like
now.
that. Anyway, I
days
think
from
we can
now.
end it here, chat.
Yeah,
We've kept this going for quite long. We don't want to kill Zach with the editing, so
that's true. Yes.
Yeah.
I apologize about that part, by the way.
anyway, I am Pancake. I am, casually the best podcast character because somehow I've appeared more than anyone else.
Not more
Subscribe.
than me. I've been in everyone as well.
I'm Velocity, and this is my first one. Go subscribe to me, please, because I've just put out a video, and it's a 10 out of 10 on YouTube Studios, and I'm feeling quite sad.
I voiced Tails.
You voiced Tails, and we got Metal Sonic here too.
Hello.
Yeah, because that's a great Metal Sonic impression there, Pancake. Let's.
It was.
I'm not like that tried to do a good Tails impression.
Yeah, Sonic Awakened. Let's go, guys. Woo.
Oh, yeah.
All right, sponsorship's done. Goodbye.
Yeah. Well, see you all.